Taps running dry. The reserve dam was opened more than 36 years ago. Water from the Sterkfontein Dam at Harrismith in the Free State will prevent the Vaal Dam's level from dropping below 25%. Amid the persistent drought and high temperatures, water restrictions have been tightened in a number of municipalities across the country. In Ekurhuleni on Gauteng's East Rand, there were prayers for divine intervention.
We confess, those of us in leadership, that we often live our lives under the false illusion that we are independent and can provide for ourselves. And even many of us on earth, this is what we always live under. And illusion that through our hands we can create miracles. And yet in times of drought, we realize how utterly dependent we are on the Almighty to meet our basic need for life-giving water.
7 weeks that is left, we want to see change, and we believe. I'm not the one who will bring the rain. It is God who is going to bring the rain.
The spokesperson for the Department of Water and Sanitation, Sputnik, says the release will take place over several weeks, as the department also has to take into account the impact of possible flooding in informal settlements.
What is going to happen is that we will be releasing this water tomorrow and releasing it at a level of about 20 cubic meters per second, which we will maintain until somewhere the beginning of December, when we will raise that level to about 70 cubes and then taper it off towards the end of December, because we are hoping that at the end of December we should close off the Sterkfontein Dam again, so that we do not have water flowing from there. But what we are saying as well is that we need to make sure that even as the water flows, we ensure that people that are living along the pathway of the water will not be adversely affected. That is why we have requested the farmers along the route to remove their equipment, to remove their livestock, just so that if in case there is flooding, we do not have the kind of repercussions that we saw previously when we had flooding in some of our areas.
Now, you've got the city of Joburg that said that it's going to impose fines on people who do not save water or who continuously use water carelessly, for lack of a better word. What is the responsibility of us as users, as citizens, to ensure that we never get here again? You know, despite the drought conditions, but I mean, it's been said that Joburg residents have to save about 15% of water. We're only saving about 1%. So we're still very far from that. What do we need to do today to ensure that, 10 years from now, we never find ourselves releasing water?
I think all of us as a nation must remember that we are a water scarce country in the first instance. We receive less than world average rainfall anyway, even on our best years. So that in itself implies that we do not have the luxury of ample water that we can just use willy-nilly.
Some parts of the Free State recorded more than 70 millimeters of rain over the past 48 hours, but parts of the Eastern Free State, like Senegal and